Hello guys, I'm Fabian and the igneous rock I chose to investigate is obsidian. So I chose to do obsidian because it was the igneous rock that stood out to me the most with its glossy look. As you can see here in the example, you can clearly see how the light reflects off of it because it's so glossy. Like stated before, obsidian has a glossy finish and is generally black in color. As you can see in this first example, like the first one, it's generally all black all the way around. In some cases, obsidian has red, like the picture on the right. As you can see, it's a little different. It has a whole red side to it. So this rock does have pointy edges opposed to rounded like other rocks. You can clearly see how the edges formed around this rock and they're not really rounded. So obsidian is usually an extrusive rock, so it solidifies above the Earth's surface. It is formed when felsic lava is forced out of a volcano and has a rapid cooldown time. So obsidian can be found in Picket Post Mountain near the town of Superior in central Arizona. Here's an example of something that was found here in this mountain made out of obsidian. It looks like to be like a weapon or like a spear type of thing. So I'm not sure if it's still used for the following items, but obsidian was used heavily on weapons and tools such as knives, arrowheads, spear points, and scrapers. So it's clearly true how it's made for those things since it was found here in Arizona. Some of these items were found, like in the previous picture that I had shown. So the sedimentary rock I chose to talk about was coquina. I chose this rock because I thought it was very interesting in how it's pretty much made out of seashells. If you look closely on the rock, you can see all the little shells that form this rock. So coquina is a porous, soft, sort of rough rock and is generally pretty light. It typically isn't too big of a rock. It's usually up to 1.5 inches big. So coquina is a clastic type of rock because it is formed out of fossil debris and pieces of shells. The environment and deposition of coquina is in high energy marine environments. Like stated before, it's made out of shells, so it's going to be pretty rough if you hold it. It's sort of like when you step on shells at the beach. So coquina can be found easily along the east coast of Florida. It's not really found here in Arizona because we don't have an ocean nearby. So Florida would be a good example of a place that can easily be found for this type of rock. So coquina is typically used as a building stone in locations that it's easily found in. Although it is used as building material, it is soft and it needs to be dried out for a few years before it can be used. Here's an example of a wall that was built using coquina. So the metamorphic rock I chose to talk about is schist. I chose this rock because of its metallic finish it has all the way around. As you can see, this rock clearly looks metallic. So schist is a medium grade metamorphic rock formed from mudstone or shell. It has medium to large flat-like grains in a preferred orientation. A big way to identify this rock is with its metallic all-around look, and even if you look closely, you'll be able to see some of the minerals in it. So here you can see clearly that it does have minerals such as micas and talc. If you see, you can kind of see the little grains of it. So schist is a regional rock, so it occurs over a large area. This rock is also the result of high temperatures and pressure associated with deep burial. In fact, schist is a foliated rock because of the layers that are formed along the rock. In this example, you can easily see the layers that are formed along the rock. So in Arizona, schist can be found in the southern part of the state. Schist can also be found outside of the US. For example, it can be found in places like Brazil and Ireland. Unlike coquina, schist can't really be used as building material, but it can be used for other things such as garden decoration, paving, and sometimes even for sculpture. So here are the citations that I used for my presentation. And that's pretty much it. Thank you.